All right. Hey, happy Friday. It is September 26th. Welcome to Simple Life Philosophy. I hope everyone's having just a wonderful day. High vibes out there, just killing it. High conscious level thoughts, just improving, getting better every day. That's the name of the game. That's what I'm trying to do. Man, it's just so cool. I think that I really want to kind of talk about just the spiritual awakening I feel like that's happening right now. I know it seems really small, and we kind of look at the bigger picture. We look at, kind of the economy, politics, what's going on in the news. And there's a lot of darkness right now, and I feel like it's going to get darker. They say it's like it gets darkest before the light, and I do think, unfortunately, it's going to get darker, but I do see little seeds of just awakening and people and myself. And if enough of us do it, it's going to spider web out and we're going to make an impact. I think it's important to speak truth to power. I think it's important to speak up, when you see something, when you see wrongs out there in the world. Um, but I also think that if people are not willing to listen, it is what it is. And I also think, we should be careful too. We don't want to be targets. I don't want to be sound like a coward by any means, but I don't want to diminish the impact of just, changing, like what a change in yourself can do just for the world. You know what I mean? Like, you might be thinking it's so localized that it doesn't have any impact on the world, but you just never know. You just never know. And that's why I hope anyone that is on this journey continues it. Um, you know, it doesn't. I don't really care about the religion. Just spiritually elevating your consciousness level, and um, just having understanding and courage, and to go after what you want, to create what you want, to have the courage to fight against the distractions, fight against your primal animalistic urges, and go after kind of just those higher conscious thoughts and feelings that I know are inside you. I know they're inside me, and I still get caught up in the distraction and the just the primal thoughts, whether it's just lustful or distraction, or the dopamine hits from drugs or alcohol, from entertainment. We all need time to relax, don't get me wrong, but I think it is a battle out there against darkness. And whatever you can do to improve today, I think you should go after it, and look at it as a war, a battle today. And if you compound these days, I know life will get better for you. I know you'll change yourself, and if you can change, the world changes. Even if you don't see it, I think we get so attached to outcomes. And I think that's why all this distraction is so addicting. I feel like we're all been just programmed to be addicts for an early age. And these capitalistic tendencies, these capitalistic companies, like, just for example, video games. Video games, you do something and boom, there's an outcome. And our brain loves that. Our brain loves that. It's just simple, like chemistry or biology. We get triggered, and it's like we love to see the outcome. We love to see we had an impact on something, right? And when you're kind of evolving spiritually, you don't see that impact. You don't see that outcome. But I'm telling you, it makes a difference, man. There is an outcome, and you are having an impact whether you see it or not, especially within yourself. And if you can keep up with the change within yourself, and be consistent with it in compound days and weeks and months and years, I know your life will change. I know the world will change, and we'll start seeing that outcome play out on the world stage. As more and more people get enlightened, and those wavelengths are going to get filtered up into the people that have control of a lot of these strings right now. And we can really make a difference if we just stick to it. Keep elevated thoughts. And I'm a long way from it myself. If I can just get a little bit better every day, I know I'm winning. I would love to see outcomes. I'd love to see, a lot of just wealth and prosperity for myself. But I guess I know what's coming, and I feel it in my heart. Got to feel it. You got to feel it. Um, and in a way, I already am wealthy. You know, like even though I live paycheck to paycheck, you know, I'm not living in survival mode right now. Which, man, you know, if you're living in survival mode to where you don't know how to pay for food, pay for rent, those sort of things, that's a rough spot to be in. And you know, I wish I had a lot of. I just have words of encouragement for you to kind of battle and fight through it, and lean on those that are supportive to you, that are not trying to take advantage of you, because yeah, it's a difficult spot to be in, and I think it's a lot more difficult to kind of raise your consciousness level to evolve spiritually if you're constantly in survival mode. You know, and I could be wrong. you know, I think Buddha himself was, you know, that's Buddha gave up everything. You know, he was a rich prince and gave up everything, to my knowledge, and you know was still able to survive out there, but you know, we're not all Buddha. You know, unfortunately, I wish we all could be. I wish we all had the you know, that type of mindset, to be like those like prophetic beings before us, whether it's Buddha, Jesus, you know, Krishna, Confucius. You know, there's been all. I think I look at those people as, you know, prophets for sure, because they're just highly spiritual beings, and just something for us to inspire to be. And I think that if enough of us do it, this person broke for no reason. Um, Enough of us do it, we can make an impact. And I think you just have to be patient for those outcomes. Um, and you know, we'll start to see it. We'll start to see an impact on the global scale. And so I just want to pass those words of encouragement. And I think that you know, keep on that path, because I know that if you do change, as you get better, you are changing the world, whether you see outcomes in it or not. I know that they're going to come, those outcomes, and feel it in your heart, man. Feel those changes in your heart, and know that you're getting better. And it's so great to see some comments out there. I know there's a couple I need to respond to, but it's just, man, that keeps me going. And um, I know there's people out there that you can lean on. You know, and if it, just don't, yeah, just be careful too, though. Have that discernment, because there's toxic people out there too, ready to take advantage of your kind heart, of the changes that you're trying to make, of trying to better yourself, and want nothing less to kind of pull you back from it, because it makes themselves feel better, you know, for their own selfish reasons. You know, because they're not willing to put in the put in the effort to change themselves. They want to kind of stay addicted to distraction, to the conflict, to what gives them energy. And so I'm trying to seek a higher energy, a higher consciousness, a higher conscious energy as well. So that's what I think we should all be pursuing. And I think that if we all do it, over time, enough of the collective do it, it will make an impact and spider web out, and we'll see it, a real change of humanity. And we actually might have a shot of actually surviving this weird time that we all live in. But yeah, I'll leave it at that. That was a good video, and I hope everyone has a just enjoyable Friday. And yeah, I'll try to make a video this weekend, but if not, much love to all, and peace out.